Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XV. In the last episode, we got started with doing side quests before we head up to Altissia. And, okay, I got a thing that I need to admit to right now. I've already recorded this episode, and you may be thinking, what, was it video corruption again? No. Not this time. I forgot to hit play on the recording for the microphone, and yes, that is as embarrassing as it sounds. But thankfully, this is what rotating save files is for, so I'm just going to let you know that I pretty much already recorded this episode, so I'm going to try and... it's going to be a little bit weird to try and edit together, because the first part is going to be newly recorded stuff, but then the second part is going to be stuff that I've already recorded, because the video footage, that was fine, and the things that I did took a very, very, very long time, so I don't really want to do it all over again, but thankfully I recorded it, so I'm going to try and make this as seamless as possible, but the first part is definitely something that I need to redo. So turns out that this lovely young lady here has a quest for us, so let's listen to her.
Hey, if it isn't my favorite hunter.
Oh, me?
Who else? The name's Holly, by the way. Forgot to tell you earlier. Thanks for taking care of those demons. I tell you, that was a real shock, having them show up at the plant. I was so shocked, as a matter of fact, I went and did my back in.
You're back?
Yep, it's given me all kinds of grief. I can barely shuffle 10 feet. But wouldn't you know it, the girl in charge of the valves is off today. And her job is to go through town and check they're all shut down.
Want me to go for you?
What, you? I don't know. Sure, why not? If it's no trouble, that is.
Alright, steam valve inspection.
Gotta say, the women here have it rough.
Yeah, everyone's got their hands full.
They're in charge of the inspections and everything.
Indeed. They know their way around the machinery like no other.
So, I'm going to be honest, at first I considered not showing this side quest off completely because it's literally going around and checking valves. But then I thought, that's not really that fair to you guys because, you know, it's content and it's new content, so I should at least show off some of the missions that
Seen better days.
Holly provides. Even if they are a little...
All in a day's work.
I don't want to say dull. They're just very, like, go to this location and do this one thing and check this one thing. She didn't actually have a lot of quests on her, so that's at least one thing to be thankful of. But yeah, it's literally just going around and checking valves.
This one's seen better days.
Thankfully, I think I remember where most of them are. There was one that eluded me, so that took a little bit of time to try and find, but I think I know where most of them are.
This one needs a fix, and quick.
So I can just go around town and get them. I'm already halfway, so at this point I might as well just show off the entire thing.
Better days.
That's number 5. Number 3. Number 6 through 8 should be around in this area, if I remember correctly. I think there was one that was like down there, but there was definitely one that was up here somewhere. Let's see. No, not down there. I'm purposely ignoring the items because I've already collected them in the save file that I'm about to
Only a few left, I think.
jump to. I'll tell you one thing, while I was inspecting these valves, a lot of these items, there was like an Oracle Ascension coin, I think that was the item over there, and there was also a magic flask, which I think is over here somewhere. I can't actually remember exactly where, but goddamn, I've found so many of those things. It's kind of ridiculous.
It's nice to not have to kill anything. Oh, yeah. No prob. One more and we're done.
Okay, last one should be around here somewhere. I hope this wasn't the one that was giving me trouble before, because I don't want to spend too much time looking for it. Let's see. Because we did all those ones, we did all that one. If I remember correctly, it was back towards here and hidden away. Let's see. I think down here was actually where the magic flask was. Yeah, this thing. Might as well pick it up just to show it that I am not a massive liar. Not sure why I just assume people think I'm lying. But hey, what can you do? Also a broken harmonica. Right. Actually, it might have been... if I go back over in this direction. Let's see. Because up here, there were two of them close together, but I think there was a third one or something. Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, finally found it. Jesus Christ, it was on the outskirts.
This one needs a fix. And quick.
Okay, looks good. That's the last of them.
No way anyone could do this with a bad back.
She certainly needed the help.
She appreciates it for sure.
Yep. Let's hurry back and tell her the good news.
God, even though I've done this quest before, I think that actually just took as much time as it did when I had to do it the first time. God, my memory is not like it used to be. And I'm not even that old. Anyway, I've done the job, Holly.
You checked them all? Everyone?
Yeah, all working no problem.
Thank you. While you checked valves, I had my back checked out. But the doctor, he just said it was a bad case of the nerves.
Oh yeah?
I hear the word demon, I stiffen up like a corpse. Anyway, here's a little something. Buy yourselves a meal.
And that's the steam valve inspection. And she should, yep, right on cue.
Ah, there's my favorite hunter. Hey, can you do a girl a favor?
Sure. What is it?
We're in charge of operating the ropeway, and it's acting up. We need to figure out the problem. First thing is fact gathering. Can you go and take a look at the pylons that are outside? There's no way I can send any of the regular staff out there. It's just too much for them to handle. I'd go myself, except the plant workers are having a massive dispute. I'm the only one who can sort it all out.
Okay, now we need to inspect the power pylons.
I don't envy being caught in that dispute.
Nope. The folk working here are tough as nails.
You think it's as dangerous as she says?
I don't know, but I don't want to find out.
So she hears the word demon and that throws her back out?
Yep, that's pretty much what it sounds like.
Gotta be careful what we say around people, in case we give them a hernia or something.
Ordinary folks have much to fear in uncertain times as these.
Okay, from this point onwards, this is where all of the long side quests started happening with all of the pre-recorded stuff that I did. So, what I'm going to try and attempt to do now is I'm going to show the stuff that I've pre-recorded, and I'm going to commentate over it, so post-commentary, and try and go through it as quickly as possible, because, to be honest, the problem is they're all unique quests, but they're not the most thrilling things to watch in the world. So, yeah, I still want to show them off, but I've already recorded them, and I don't want to do them again. I'm really sorry for this. This is completely 100% my fault. And I'm going to try and make the transition from post-commentary to live commentary as smooth as possible. But yeah, without further ado, let's give this a go. Hey guys, welcome to attempt 2 at post-commentary, the last time being in Gravity Rush. Oh, I said that I didn't like post-commentating as much as live commentating, and I could give this another go. Who knows? Maybe I can be a bit more consistent this time. But yeah, so the way that I've got it structured is that I'm just going to like cut to all of like the power pylons, and like not really. I mean, this isn't a walkthrough, so I'm going to be honest, I forgot to show on the map where the location was, but yeah, this should give you a general idea of what it entails. I actually went to the I originally went to the wrong location first of all, because I had to find a power pylon with a ladder next to it, so I actually cut that bit out just in order to save myself talking time, because I have to, you know, be here and try to figure out how to commentate over this. But yeah, it was basically just go to said location and check said pipe for all of the locations, and all of the Holly quests were like that, which, I'm gonna be honest, isn't the most thrilling thing to watch, or at least I imagine it's not the most thrilling thing to watch, you know, collectathons type things. I don't know, I don't find them that thrilling to watch. Playing them, I don't mind, considering it's actually not so bad playing it, because it's in different locations, you get dialogue on the way there and stuff like that, and you can, it doesn't take too long to do, so it's not actually that bad playing it, but watching it, I imagine it's not the most thrilling thing in the world. God, with how long these ladders are, you could put like the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater music in the background, and I'm gonna be honest, I actually wanted to do that originally when I planned to do this without commentary, but then in the end it ended with like 10 minutes of just dead silence before commentary happened, which I've done that a few times in this series, and I wasn't the happiest with it, I'm not gonna lie. This series has been very experimental when I've been trying to, as I've been trying to figure out how to, like, what stuff to show. It's kind of funny, because the same thing happened with Type 0, which was another Tabata directed game. I don't know, something about the pacing, it's just very weird to try and figure out what to show and what to not show. And I don't think I've got it quite down, but it's been a learning experience. It's definitely been something that I have been trying to learn, and I think I'm getting better at it. I don't know. I'm trying to be modest, and I try to improve, but I think I've been pretty good with showing stuff that's worth showing. Like I said, I don't like doing this thing where it's like, I'm gonna decide what is gonna be important. I don't know. I work good on feedback. And I have been getting some feedback, and I do appreciate it. But
so you must be the problem.
Yeah, I would always appreciate more feedback. That's not to pressure people into, you know, just giving me free feedback, but it's definitely something I work well with. It's like how I work well with notes. If I leave myself notes, I remember things more often, I tend to find. And also, I think if I remember, I do a nice pan shot over here, because the view is spectacular. Man, that's a nice sunset as well. All of the recording stuff and recording tricks they did for, like, the world, I watched a video on it with, like, behind the scenes where they went around the world to, like, get modeling,
check things out?
inspiration for certain areas, and also whether...
Thanks.
It's very interesting, or at least I find that stuff kind of interesting.
Yeah, we found a damaged pylon.
Thought so. Thanks for the help. I can take care of the problem now that I know where it is. We can't afford to lose our power. Without it, we couldn't keep the lights on and the town safe at night. Thanks again. This is for you.
Just realised I probably shouldn't talk over those, and in a second she should ask for another quest right about now. It's like I'm psychic or something.
Hey, Hunter. How are things with you?
Better than with you, it looks like.
That obvious? Oh, company asked me to check on all the lights. Our regular hunters are booked on other jobs, so the company picked me. Promised extra danger pay.
Said you were the girl for the job, right?
Thing is, it's too far to get there and back in a day, and I can't stand demons. But I said yes, damn it. Now it's my responsibility.
We can go for you.
Huh, you can? I don't want anyone thinking I'm shirking my duties. But who am I kidding? It's beyond me. So, yeah, would you help me out?
And here we go, another mission. This one I'm actually gonna skip right to the end of, because a lot of it was just go to this location, check the lights, go to this location, check the lights, and it was all across the world map. It's not like the Steam Valves where they were very close together, and like within walking distance. I had to like drive to each location, and it was literally to go there just to say, hey, this light was fine, so I just decided to skip to the end, because at least we got a fight with this one.
Let's do it, Mr. Hunter.
They're very low enemy, but they're very low leveled enemies, but it's still a fight, so it's still worth showing, and you also get some dialogue and stuff, so yeah, this part I considered worth showing, and plus I still wanted to show at least some parts of the quest, so I could probably have done the same thing with the Pylon mission, but I don't know, I feel like I didn't want to skip too much. It wasn't a very long fight, considering I am over-leveled as all hell right now, but still.
And too many demons.
He's back. How'd it go?
We went and we saw. The lights are fine.
I appreciate your help, but more than that, I feel bad. I won't foist work on you again.
No? How come?
Fact is, I've been taking on too much. I only end up passing it on to other people. Kind people like you. That's no way to do a job. It took a while, but I realize that now. I had a dear friend. She was killed by demons. That's why I joined this company, so I could bring more light into the world and prevent tragedy.
That's why demons scare you so much.
Yeah, I can't change the past, but I can change my ways. From now on, I won't hesitate to say no. It's the only responsible thing to do if I want to protect people like I mean to. You've done so much for me. I can't thank you enough. But here, please take this as a small token of my appreciation.
And there we go. At this point, that is pretty much all of Holly's quests, or at least up till this point. So now we should be cutting to Sania's last big quest, which you get after giving her the Griffin wings, which I did off screen because it was just a collectathon mission.
Oh, it's you boys again. Back to sweat for science.
That's not exactly right.
Your words say no, but your expression betrays an irrepressible desire to lend a hand.
What do you need?
Loads of things, but what's captured my interest right now is the legendary rainbow frog. There's nary a reliable eyewitness account, and the only clue I have as to their habitat is water. That's it. Useless, I know, but that's where we are without the data to narrow down the search. Be that as it may, I can't bring myself to give up on the critters. Even if they're more elusive than a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, I have my pride as the foremost authority on frogs. And so I leave the search to you. Not much info to work with, though, so you'll just have to play it by ear.
Man, I completely forgot how much dialogue there was in these side quests. I feel like 60% of this 10-minute segment is just dialogue from the characters. So this is the main reason I didn't want to redo the entire live commentary again, because this took really a long time. Because these 5 frogs are across the entire world map. So, like, this first one, I think if I remember, I panned the camera to the left. Yes, so this was by Disque, by the Disque region. And this next one was by the, it's also in the Disque region, but, it was more to the south. I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, I just forgot to show the locations on the map. I might show the locations on the map, in like a later video, if anyone really cares. I don't know. Like I said, this isn't supposed to be a walkthrough, this is just me trying to get through the game, but these rainbow frogs, man, they were a bitch to track down. This next one was in the Vespa pool. It was just, I mean, I got some help. I did look up some of the locations, but some of them I did actually find on my own just to give it a go, because I didn't know how far... I didn't know it was going to be the entire map. It said they were close to water, so I'm like, okay, I'll just try some of the big water locations that I know, which was like all of the Disque pond area and areas like that. But yeah, I had to get some help on this one, I'm not gonna lie. This side quest was ridiculous. I can't even imagine trying to find these frogs on your own the first time. But I did it. Well, spoiler alert, I did do it, and the payoff was definitely worth it, and you get a nice little reward at the end, so I think at this point I'm actually going to stay
Hey,
quiet
try not to squash
because it's about to go back to Sonia, where I hand all the frogs back to her. But these rainbow frogs, damn, they trumped every
not
single
leave the
other
Professor
collectathon quest in this game so far. And we should be going back to Sonia, yep.
You found them! The rainbow frogs of legend! I never dreamed I'd see you babies in the slimy flesh!
Lucky you.
Thank you. I had foreseen this, but biology is your destiny. Give up hunting and join me.
What?
You burn for the science. How else could you have managed to track down the rainbow frog?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of busy.
Oh, really? All of a sudden? And what's got you so busy?
You know, stuff. Royal stuff.
Royal stuff? Ah, the Royal Theater. Well then, that changes everything. Artsy types just aren't cut out for science. Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, a real shame.
Ah, it wasn't meant to be. But no matter what path you walk, I'm sure you'll walk it well. This is it then, the final token of my thanks. All the best with theater. I'll come see a play one day.
Oh, poor Noctis. But with that, we got a bunch of experience, and at this point, that is all of the pre-recorded stuff that I lost before I realized that I didn't press play on the recording. God, that's still embarrassing. So, I think it's time I go back to Past Me, where we will do some of the side quests, which I didn't lose recording footage of, so take it away, Past Me. Alright, and now we're back in the present. So, if you take a look at my stats, yeah, you may notice that I've gone and gotten a lot stronger. So, if we take a look at my equipment, I'll show you what I'm rocking right now. I got Plunderers version 2, after getting the Plunderers from the what's his name? Tony. By giving him some carrots, and then I got them upgraded. I also got the Hard Edge on Gladio, as well as his Impulse. I got the Sagefire on Ignis, as well as, you know, all that stuff that he's been carrying for a long time. I also got the Rebellion for Prompto, which obviously is from when we teamed up with Aranea. We got them from the, what am I trying to say? Imperial Army, that's what they're called, Jesus. And you also may notice that I upgraded all of the arms and machinery stuff, so yeah, we're looking pretty good. Also, to give you a quick look at my Ascension grid, yeah, I guess that's what I'll call it, because I haven't shown it off in a while, you can see that I got quite a lot of the abilities. So, like, main ones include stuff like increased food time, osmosis, or what was it called, Omnistrike? Yeah, Osmo Strike, that's what it was. Recover MP when aerial attack connects. I got the Technique, which adds to the tech bar when I suffer damage, all that good stuff. Don't have too much in recovery, but I'm getting there. Don't have a lot in magic, which I'll need to put some more points into. A lot of the stuff on magic is very expensive. Got most of the Armager stuff. Although I don't have Armager Sage Chain or Armager Free Chain. So I'll have to get those at some point. Don't have anything in weight other than stuff that increases damage to enemy weakness and scanning quickness. I'm not sure if that's affected outside of weight mode, but they were quite cheap, so I got them anyway. And also all of my exploration stuff, that's pretty much the same, and I think I just got health level 2 in stats. But yeah, that's where all of my stuff is. It's been a while since I've shown it off. One thing I didn't make very clear, which is another reason I wanted to stick with this save file, is because before I noticed that I didn't, you know, turn on my recording for the microphone, I went and did so many monster hunt quests, which is where a lot of my money came from and a lot of my experience came from, that I didn't want to redo them all. But it's time to explain the reason why we're here, which is
Thanks, buddy.
Dave! Dave.
What in tarnation are you boys doing here?
Heard a hot tip saying you were in the area.
Worried about me?
About you breaking the rules.
Ah, you got me there. The thicket's off limits to official hunters unless it's a matter of life and death. Reckon it's too late in this case. One of our hunters headed into the woods on a rescue mission and hasn't come back.
If you want, we could take up the search for you.
Sorry for the trouble, boys. Ought to be a hut a little ways ahead. Lady there might know something about the hunter. I'd go myself, but regulations say collecting tags ain't reason enough to head into the thicket. I'm heading back. Y'all be safe. Hate to lose you boys in there, too.
Don't worry. I think we'll be just fine. But yes, that side quest appeared after giving Dave the dog tag in the video a few... I think it was the last video, actually. Or was it 2 videos back? I honestly can't remember. But let's see what the person of the hut has to say. House of Hexes. I don't think I've actually been here before.
A perilous path you walk.
Okay, you just got some regular
Take care out there, you will.
items. Okay, well, that's useless to me. Actually, maybe not.
Welcome, dearies. It is I, Kimia, you seek.
Just searching for a tag.
Belonged to a fallen hunter, it did, yes? Deep inside the woods it lies. Sent here by their leader, you were?
More or less. How come the hunters aren't allowed here anyway?
Because a strong enmity toward me they bear. Cast me out into the forest they did. A witch they called me.
What?
Brew potions I do. So a witch I must be.
Wait, so... witch? You?
Believe them you do? Then explain I shall. But first go search you must. Here I wait.
Man, you and Gentiana would have the weirdest conversation.
Welcome
Anyway.
you are.
Let's see what you've got, because I am a little low on high potions and stuff, so let me... I do have plenty of high elixirs, but I like using high potions. I'm suffering from that thing where it's like, I don't want to use a high elixirs. Because they're elixirs, and they might be useful later, and I want to save them for the dungeons. And plus, this isn't very expensive.
Come again you must.
Actually, wait, hang on, let me
Again
check
you've
my
come.
Phoenix Downs. Let me get a few of those.
My thanks. Take care out there. You
I still have 100,000 gil, so I'm
Keep it
still
moving.
very useful.
Right behind you.
I'm still very useful? No, I still have...
She claims
I'm still
to
good
be
in
an
that department.
apothecary, Yet I didn't spy any curatives lying around her hut.
She's really a witch?
Can't imagine the hunters would have banished her for nothing.
Well, she seemed friendly enough. You know, let's not judge people for their occupation. Also, let me get my chocobo. Because I don't think I fully showed off that, yes, it was a new color. And also, yep,
Easy
not
now.
this police mount. There we go. I also got new colors for the rest of the gang. Not quite as color coordinated this time around, but it's new colors, so can't really complain that much. Well, we're back at this dungeon. I have a feeling a lot of these side quests sort of lead you here so you can do the dungeons and get the items at the end, but the thing is, I've already done the dungeon, so it's a little bit weird.
Next thing I need now.
Obviously, I've done this dungeon before, so I don't want to show it twice, so I'm just going to cut to where I get, to when I get to the location needed, so
To it.
be back in a second. Man, never thought I'd be at this beautiful place again. Alright, the hunter should be around here somewhere. Or at very least, a dog tag. Yep.
All that's left is the delivery.
Talk to Kimya. Well, Time to exit out of this place. Hey, I got the dog tag.
Find that which went missing, you did. Now, to the man that tag you must deliver. And a message I have. Only one true path there is not. Follow not others, but your own heart you must.
Got it. So, are you gonna explain?
Brew potions, I do. But very special they are. Understand them, some do not. So witch they call me.
What kind of potions?
Repel the demons, they do. At havens they are used. The Oracle's blessing, my potions strengthen. Long ago, healing potions the hunters wanted. Brew them I did, but very angry their leader grew. Dangerous my potions are, my sister said. Make them if I must, but alone I shall be. Receive help I shall not.
So she made the woods off limits.
Terribly cruel it was. But fault her, I cannot. Follow her heart she did. Very important, that is. Learn to decide for himself, her son must. If he does, lead the hunters. Someday he will.
Man, you must love talking all cryptic.
Welcome you are.
Also, need more antidotes. Can never have enough antidotes.
My thanks.
And also smelling salts. Anyway,
Come again, you must.
with that, time to return to Dave. 4 miles. Hey there, Dave. Once again, dog tag delivered.
Y'all made it back. Did you get it?
Yeah, and something extra. Words of advice from the witch.
What'd she say?
That there's more than one true path. That you should learn to trust yourself, or something.
Is that right? Well, thanks for letting me know. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Been beating myself up since I got back to HQ. Felt like I had to go find that tag. So why didn't I? I was following the rules just like I should. But if I was doing what's right, how come it felt so wrong? Reckon I really don't got what it takes to lead the hunters quite yet. At least now, I know what I've been missing this whole time. Thanks to you boys. Y'all have done more for me than you'll ever know. May have a long way to go, but I can start by delivering this tag to the people who need it.
No problem, Dave. So, for our final stop this video, I think it's time to explain something. So off screen, I actually did a mission for Wiz, which was to save a Chocobo egg, and unfortunately, I didn't record the act of saving of the egg, but it was a pretty generic mission. It was just defeat some monsters, and we got the egg back to Wiz. And he said that he would let us know when it was going to hatch. It's about to hatch, and I figured I should at least show this off.
There y'all are. Well, here she is.
Oh, hey there. Nice to meet you.
She's adorable. Hard to believe she'll end up growing so big.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Thanks to y'all, she's doing great. You come see her whenever you like, you hear?
Darn right we will.
The chick is fortunate to have Wiz for a parent.
For sure. She's gonna be safe here.
Plenty of food.
Yeah, and lots of pals to hang with. She'll do just fine.
Hey there, little buddy. You grow up to be big and strong now, you hear? God, I'm starting to sound like Wiz. Anyway, this is where we're going to end off the episode. So, on the next episode of Final Fantasy XV, we'll finally get started on all of these dungeons that we need to To anyone thinking, didn't you go a little bit too far when it came to getting levels for these dungeons? No! No, I didn't. Trust me. I have a little bit of insight to not every single dungeon, but the Belouvre Mines and the, where is it? Oh wow, I don't actually have it on my map. The, what is that one called? Hang on, give me a second. Castlemark Tower, yes. Castlemark Tower especially, I'm gonna need those levels. But anyway, see you guys then.